What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. Cody. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1
have a great conversation today. A lot of shit to talk about. A couple of things that happened since the last time we went live. We'd had some new drip drop. We're going to talk about that. But y'all know how we do around here. Before I can do anything else, before I can move forward, I need to hear from the fresh ingredients. Now, if you're a real live fresh ingredient, you already know what's going to happen. You already know what I'm about to say. So you should already have that. If you're a real live fresh, I shouldn't even have to say it. But
from the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients.
If you are from the greater Houston area, shout out to Side with Pride. Time to get back on track. I ain't gonna lie. If you know, you know. If you're in the Sauce Sports Discord, and if you know, you know. If you're not, well, take a lucky guess. But yeah, time to get everything back. Look at that Sauce Nation roll call. From you east side, west side, north side, south side. You from the the slum in the building. Shout out to Humble. If them killers from Katy in the building, you know what I'm saying. Death Row, Conroe in the building. You know what I'm saying. Pearland, the new land of the trio. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying. Let me know where at. Baytown, Dirty Bay. Where y'all at? Let me see. If I miss you, I ain't just go ahead and drop that in the chat. I know guns. From the north to the south, gotta represent. I know that for a fact. Right, where y'all at? Go ahead and show some love out there in the chat, so I can give y'all a little bit of just love wherever you may be. Even if you're not from the greater Houston area, I ain't gonna leave y'all. I don't know people fuck with the sauce from all over the country. Sometimes all over the world have people from.
If I miss you, I ain't
I don't think that was
call the sauce line if you got.
And there are people call in from other countries before, so much love to if you are a fan.
Brought to you by Honcho.
Give me 14 seconds. I'm gonna get me a bottle of water. I'm gonna get me a lot of everything else is good. Gucci. Got me a pen. We get back to taking. I'm gonna get back to the old thing, right? when I used to take notes on stream. Definitely need to get back to that. Got the bot, should be working good today. Like I said, give me 14 seconds. We're gonna jump on this camera, we're gonna go live. Everything else gonna be Gucci. And we're gonna go from there, amigos. Oh, shit's like
North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tinny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho.
Perfect.
audio plugins, I got the fucking reset. So bow. Right, and we should be
North side, south side, east side, west side.
Perfect.
trying to hide my identity. Haters looking for me. They're trying to get me. I just gotta have it on halfway. Anyway, fresh out the shower, I'm feeling. This is like my favorite hat. I don't know why. Just something about this hat just is different than the others. It's my favorite hat. This one and that little beanie. Got a couple other ones, just some new ones I've seen and waiting to come in. Got some dope stuff happening. But now I don't even know if it's like, do you continue to get the hats now that we got this new uni conversation coming up? So I mean, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some opinions. We're gonna get some calls. I want to know how y'all feel because again, this is the voice of the people, the sauce, the fresh ingredients when it comes to H-Town sports. Let's see what we got with that Sauce Nation roll call, and then let's get into it. Again, I'm your host, Ed Honcho. Man, it is my honor, it is my privilege, but more than anything, I swear it is my pleasure to get to chop it up with you wonderful people each and every chance we get. Little thing shaking up, so we should be getting back to regularly scheduled. I got a question. While I'm going down the Sauce Nation roll call, while you shout your side with pride, y'all let me know what you think. Should we always stick to the regularly scheduled program and you want to sauce at 7, or do you want content drops ASAP? So if something was to shake, great conversation coming up, y'all want it right then and there? Do y'all prefer sauce during the day? I know that daytime sauce, a lot of people's fucking with it because they was at work. So just a shift in schedule has come up. So some things may be done a little bit different. So I want to know y'all's thoughts on that. Infinity, what's the motherfucking deal? Jabbar Mitchell, TD, what's the motherfucking deal? L Heights, Weedy Biggs, Charles Montgomery, Elm Slum in the building. H-Town Texans, what's the motherfucking deal? Herb Gotti, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. J Mac, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Ryan Hutner, H-Town Tony. Let me see. Chill out, Smug Cat. Let me see. Terrence, what's the motherfucking deal? You nonetheless. Hey, shout out to them 10 Toes Texas, man. Shout out to Terrence, man. Yeah, where the 10 Toes Texas at? Y'all already know. Hey, look, everybody can be a Texan. Everybody can't be no 10 Toes Texas. We talking about them day one, on it since the beginning. We talking about through the Baselli debacles. We talking about through the fucking the car era, the Capers eras, you've been through the Kubiak era. It's a lot of folks younger. A lot of folks jumped on this bandwagon when the Texans hit that playoff run, when they had a nice little stack team. It was cool to be a Texan then. But I'm talking about them 10 Toes Texans, them day ones. I'm talking about the 10 Toes Texans who almost voted for this team to be called the Apollos. Where y'all at? Holla at me. Shout out to Terrence. Jay Boogie, what's the motherfucking Trinity Guards in the building now already? Let me see. Are the music still playing? Oh, no. Oh, when I was talking on the thing, the intro was still playing. My bad. Okay. Players fuck up. I was on the other screen trying to do some shit in the background. Tony Medina, appreciate that. That's why I fuck with the sauce. I fuck with the fresh ingredients. They let them know, look, players fuck up. The big players gonna fuck up big time. Northwest in the building, Albany, New York in the building. I already shout out to Chopper Slim. That's my dog. What's good, baby? Let me see. Make sure all that's all. Rosenberg in the building. With the intro. Shout out T-Real, the real land of the trill already. Kakalaki in the building. Shout out to Big Mitch. Let's see. Western North Carolina. Shout out to damn it, shit moved on me. Goddamn, what's that? Look, Harm Clark in the building. Daniel Cortez, what's the motherfucking deal? Kevin Preston, Dante, Spitz, what's the motherfucking deal? And make sure y'all tune in. Spitz will be going live 8:30 immediately after the sauce. I'm gonna drop the link in there. So don't y'all be sliding out like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna watch after the sauce is over. I need to feed that Texans hunger. Well, Spitz gonna be going live. I'm gonna keep that sauce dripping. So again, I'm gonna drop that in the link immediately after in the middle of the channel. I'm gonna go back and get that dropped in there. Fofo Big Teddy, what's the motherfucking deal? Busy booming. Let's see. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat real quick. I see various opinions on the outfits. I'm gonna put the picture of the outfits in the background. I'm gonna drop it on here. What sauce it ain't for you? I prefer the sauce at 7 consistency already. Let's see. Jeff, what's the motherfucking deal? That's a gay ass question, G Lopez. The G must stand for gay in G Lopez. Perez, what's the motherfucking deal? And again, if you got them emojis, if you drop them emoji, drop a text and emoji, and then drop a, if you fucking with them, Black Vegeta, what's the motherfucking, I know him as my boy Black Vegeta. Look, hey, my players fuck up. Shout out to Black Vegeta. The whole city stole the sauce from him, but they don't want to admit it, but I get it. You know, when one group of people say, oh, we came up with this new catchy slogan. Yeah, that's a slogan. We like it. I said, we got a little proof that we came up with this on this side over here. Oh, anybody can do that. Anybody couldn't, but you never heard anybody use it. You never heard anybody fucking with it till it was sauce certified. That's how you know this is the voice of the people. That's how you know this is where they're paying attention to. You can do that corporate shit. Cool. Y'all notice they've been dropping some new colors. Y'all notice how it's got a real hint of purple in there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all notice that new blue that they were showing on the little colorway, not on the uniforms. But that shit they was calling press conference blue, it's got a little hint of that purple, that little purple nurple. Y'all know who was dripping purple in this city, since day one. I ain't never put no names on this thing. I ain't never, try to acclimate. Hey, baby, they doing it for the people. All right. Let's talk about it. G Lopez, I know, man. Them hoes love me, boy. Jay Pennington, what's the motherfucking deal? Footballer 503, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's get into it. Right? J Mel. What's the motherfucking deal? So let me go ahead and drop it. Right? Let me go ahead and drop it. Let me drop this in the, I'm going to drop it on the front screen, four screen, whatever you want to call it. Before we get it too weird in here. So if you haven't seen it, allegedly, first, let me drop two pictures for y'all. First, I got a question. Right? Like, I have a serious question, and I might have fucked up. Did I not? Okay, I did say that. Okay. First, this was the first shit that came up, right? This was like the original. Who is this nigga? Who is this famous Amos? This is not Derek. What y'all said? Somebody in the South Sports Discord. Y'all boys, well, you want to be a part of the South Sports Discord, patreon.com/Southsports. Join at the $5 tier. Somebody said this ain't Derek Stingley. This is Deron Stungley. This is Deron Stungley. DeMarkey still got a wrench in this motherfucking thing for whatever reason. Taco Man 435. Deron Stungley Jr. Yeah. Like, who is this? Who is this nigga? These niggas went and got a layaway. These niggas went and got great value Stingley. These niggas went and got Stangley. Man, who is this nigga, bro? Who is this nigga, bro? Like, this is the biggest debacle of the whole day. Who is this nigga? Like, and where did they find him? Like, do they have layaway versions of all the Texas players? Right? Do they just like, all right, we just throw this nigga in here. Don't do this ever again, Tech. Like, if it's gonna leak, if it's gonna drip out, if it's gonna get out, man, at least get out there. I'm not saying look, because we got the authentic ones with Dale and Big Nico, big motherfucking Nico, if you don't know. But yeah, when I saw this shit, I was like, I'm gonna be hesitant on it, right? When I saw this, I was like, I don't know, Chief, this ain't it. This is not quite it. This shit just ain't it. So then Cal the trooper. Look, man, hey, Cal became a player because of Sauce Sports. Shout out to Ricky D. Right? Shout out to Ricky D. Because come on, man, let's be honest. If you've been fucking with the Sauce long, and I don't say this, I'm not a braggadocious person, bro. Because there's a lot of shit I can really talk about. If I really want to be like a braggart, I don't like this shit. This shit's weird to me. But I feel like you got to give credit where credit. You can be so humble. You can only be so humble about shit. But the people know, right? And it's not about me. It's not about me. I'm giving credit where credit is due because y'all make the sauce what it is. Like, from the calls, the thoughts, the comments. That's why I say I focus Sauce Nation, because we're not on that bitch. You're like, well, don't say those things you're saying about those guys. That's not right. No, you say whatever the fuck you want to in the Sauce. Well, you agree. You can hate me. I'm not. Whenever y'all ever see me block anybody coming this motherfucker for disagreeing with me. But Cal really became a true player. Cal became a man of the people because of Ricky D. Right? Like, hear me out. There's nothing that you can tell me, because the proof is in the pudding. If you know, you know. If you've been in the conversations, you know. And I ain't got to prove shit to nobody. They pay attention. Right? They pay attention. Like, you can say whatever you want to. You can sniggle, giggle. It's been verified, officiated, and confirmed. They pay attention. This is the voice of the people. Right? I'm not sitting there just sitting here, we're going to do everything. So, like, come on, there was conversations being had here that nobody ever had. We can go all the way back to the Northside Oilers. We can go all the way back to the putting Toro in the slab. We can talk about bringing in the rap. We can talk about the whole, that conversation started here in the South. Nobody else was having that conversation because nobody else could have those conversations, right? Because either these people they're not real Houstonians. They're not native to the culture. And again, I'm not knocking nobody over this conversation. They're going to have that. I'm not going to. I can't tell you if Kingwood's golf course is the best course in the city. I don't fucking know. Don't give a fuck. I can't tell you about that. Right? The sauce is for the people. And you started seeing that culture shift change. The more we talked about it, the more it changed. Shout out to Spit. Shout out to the Round Table. Shout out to Wink. Shout out to Wise. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Tin Man. Shout out to Hector. And we got somebody, goddamn it. I feel like I shout out. I don't want to shout out to Nick Professor Trill. That nigga probably somewhere driving his truck in Iowa, farting in that motherfucker, probably smelling cab all funky. Anyway, but they're paying attention, right? Cal became a real player because of Ricky D. Y'all remember Cal, the true player McNair. Y'all remember the gangster. Cal is actually that guy now. He's out there fucking cooking with the people, grilling out with the travel in Texas. This nigga leaking shit on the allegedly. I don't know if it's the real Cal, but allegedly, Cal out here leaking shit he leaked the pictures, right? Say more to come in April. They said there's 4 sets of uniforms. So there's going to be a classic uniform. I guess we officially have throwbacks now. There's going to be this one with this H-Town blue. Now, I don't know if the H-Town blue is going to be the same as the press conference blue, because the press conference blue thing I saw, I'll try to cut that out and bring that up in just a second, looks a little bit more purple, right? It is what it is. So I'm gonna drop a poll, right? The Legend Kyle State tip. Shout out to Texan man. Let me see. Shout out to 2J. Let me see. And shout out to Percy Mack. You know what I'm saying? Wave Face Killer, what's the motherfucking deal? So let's see. I'm gonna drop a poll in here, right? Super simple. Drip or drown, right? Drip if you fucking with it. Drown if it's a no-go. Okay? So while we're getting that poll in, make sure y'all hit the poll. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this shit. If you live right now, if you whatever social media platforms you on, make sure you share this shit. If you fuck with the sauce, make sure you fucking with it on all the major platforms on X, not on Ecstasy, but on X/Twitter, Instagram, Sauce Sports HCX. I'm planning on setting some stuff up this week to start multi-streaming, to doing live on Instagram while I'm doing live on the tube. I'm gonna start spreading this thing out. That's what she said. Anyway. So go ahead, drip or drown on that. While we're talking about that, something happened because I posed a question, right? I proposed a question last week. And again, I don't listen to any other platforms, so this is not about hating. This is because I don't want to be influenced by other people's commentary. This is to keep the sauce all the way fresh, all the way original. If it's not a conversation happening in the Discord, if it's not a conversation happening via the round table or in the sauce live, I'm not really tuning in. Again, it's not hate. It's just because I don't want to ever emulate somebody else's opinion, right? That's just why. I mean, because I don't like most people's opinion. I'm not knocking nobody who's doing Texas content. I don't listen to mainstream media. Shout out to all the independent content creators. If you are an independent content creator, doing your Texas thing, I fuck with you. There ain't no hate on my end. So shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. But last week we brought up a conversation that I don't know if anybody else was talking to. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But we were talking about before that 23rd pick was traded. I was asking the last few callers in the last live. I said, do you think we stay in that position? Do you think that this pick gets traded? And lo and behold, the Texans trade the pick. Now, I can't remember what the compensation was. I want to say they traded back to what for the 45 for the 45th pick and something. I forgot. I don't remember. If you remember the compensation, drop that in the chat. But But again, thoughts, conversations, very interesting because again, I feel like Caserio's always willing and dealing. I feel like Caserio always has something up his sleeve. I've heard conversations, people say, hey, well, then maybe it's about compensation. Maybe, that first round pick may cost a few more dollars than a second round pick. We may be trying to free up some space to make sure that we can bring in another big name. I'm not for sure, right? Again, I'm working on this thing where y'all got to understand me. My mind is always going 24/7, right? I can barely watch TV. I start getting mad about woke shit and weird shit or whatever. So I'm working on this thing where I start stepping back at a certain time and just declining. So I haven't gotten all the details. I haven't picked up all the information. But how do you feel about that move? If you ain't voted the drip or drown, go ahead, drip or drown. If you fucking with the uniforms, pick drip. If you're not fucking with the uniforms, drown. Flush them hoes. But if you are, how do you feel about the Texans moving back? 0 if you think that was a no-go move. 1 if you think that was a smart move. And put a number 2 if you think that's a move that's going to transfer into a big name free agent. Right? Reverend Broderick Books, I don't know what you're on. Some of those spellings that you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, and again, that's kind of why I'm in the middle. I'm gonna be honest. It's hard for me to sit here and say I don't like them, and it's hard for me to sit here and say I love them. Right? The white uniform. It's the one that gets out. It's the one. It's interesting. I need to see the other colorways to be official. It's hard for me. Like, come on, think about it. Away jersey. It's hard for me to get excited about an away jersey. Right? Like I can't believe you say I can't believe 80% live from reading your comment. It was 83. It's dripping. It's going down a little. We got 48 votes. We deeper than that. We 98 deep in this motherfucker. About half of y'all ain't even voted. Drip or dry. Poll is on the screen. I want to know what y'all think. We'll take it down in about 7:22. We'll take it down about 7:30. So you got about 8 minutes to get your vote in. And what you talking about? Heidi, you just hate the ghetto. We're not even talking about the ghettos of America. We know what ghettos you hate. It's always good to see you, Heidi. And that's my thing. This is the away you like. I feel like, of course, you just kind of flipping and reversing the colors, but I do see the Atlanta. I do see you kind of see a lot of the teams with this quote unquote new futuristic look. And it's kind of difficult. Like I would think that down from 372 to 3, man, congratulations. Shout out to Big Mitch. Shout out to Big Mitch. That's what I need to get on your level. I'm trying to get like you. I think I'm gonna be honest, I ain't been doing shit I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting at a solid 260 for a while now. I've been sitting at about a solid 260 for a while now. So, it is what it is. Now the shoulder thing, I kind of get it. I get it, right? Fuck with the bull, you get the horns. I get it. I don't know. I'm not anti these units. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I fuck with them. I fuck with them. Straight up. I fuck with the units. I'm not knocking. I'm fucking with them. I'm rocking with the hoes. Like, I can't sit here and have complained for years and years and years and years, right? About how the Texans need new drip. We've been talking about the Texans need new uniforms for the last 5 or 6 years. Really, since the Sauce been rocking, we've been talking about that. The numbers, not a huge fan of, but I guess this is this futuristic thing. This is this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. All white would be real clean. I think it would be real clean. Right? I think it would be, that would be ice. Like that would be real clean. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not knocking it though. I fuck with it. I had to really just kind of sit and think about it. It's not because of the poll or anything like that. Like, it's not terrible. Is it extremely original? No. Well, the ghetto is the future, Heidi. Right? Yeah, it does. It's lack of liberty blue. It's that we're gonna take your freedom blue. And so it's just like it is, yes, the future is ghetto. But yeah, it's like it's a situation where, man, I'm fucking with them. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with them, right? But we really gotta get back to the most important thing at hand. Again, get your votes in. We got 68 votes. We 104 deep. If you ain't voted for the uniforms, like, you fucking with them. Drip or drown. New unis on the screen. This is not all the new unis. It's going to be 4 new unis. We're going to take calls about 5 minutes. We're going to take the poll down, so make sure you get your poll in. What we're going to do, we're going to take calls, 2 things. One, how do you feel about Nick Caserio moving back, coming off the pick? Shout out to Wolverine the Apex. Say, appreciate the super sauce, super chat love. Says, I like these. The all blue helmet I wanted to keep. They'll grow on me with time. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like, when I first seen them, I was like, let me marinate on it a little bit. But I'm fucking with it. Like, so really fucking with it. Again, shout out to Wolverine the Apex. Appreciate the super sauce, super chat love. While you're looking at these, though, we have a real problem that we have to figure out. Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Like, who is this nigga that they randomly picked up walking down Kirby? You know, I just say, hey, you want to try these uniforms for us? You almost the size of Derek Stingley. You want to get paid $13 to do this? Hey, we got you. We just we appreciate it. Just who is this nigga, bro? I want to meet this. I need to interview this nigga. Somebody, this nigga. That's why I hate y'all. Niggas say this nigga played JV at your high school. Now, don't tell me he was a 4-year JV player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad. Like I'm just laughing because when it first got leaked, this is the first thing that appeared to me, right? One, let me zoom it up a little bit. I ain't gonna do too much. One, what is this dirty ass saw room he's in? Like this look like where motherfuckers get chained up and have keys implanted in their flesh for them to cut out and escape. Like, what is this? Right? What is this? What? Hey, I couldn't see my damn son behind the thing, man. But appreciate you. The socks. Oh, bro, socks like this. He needs some Liberty Blue Dickies on, and some Cortez. Them kind of socks. Like they was really trying to keep this under wrap. They went to a room. These motherfuckers went to an abandoned building in a room that was about to collapse. Some old dilapidated ass building to have this secret fucking photo shoot. Like they ain't want motherfuckers in the office know what was going on. Like this is terrible. Like what is happening here? Right? This is my real concern. Make sure y'all get make sure you get your vote in. We got about 2 more minutes. Like I said, we'll start taking calls about 2 more minutes so I can get y'all's thoughts. We got 82 votes. You know what I'm saying? And we 100 vote deep. 20 of y'all ain't voted. Some of y'all done came and went and all that other good shit. But yeah, Dollar Tree Stingley, man, little pistol starter, Stingley stunt double. We played. They didn't want to put him on the injury report. That's the nigga they had out at practice. What kind of piece? Oh, Brandon, that's a quality dad joke. I may have to steal that. What kind of PC does Tank use? Adele. Dude, you're getting Adele. You got to be old to remember that. Now I'm showing my age. How many remember those commercials? How many of y'all remember those commercials? I got Adele. How many of y'all remember those commercials? Dude, you're getting Adele. Like, that's some old school shit. Yeah, shout out to the last name winner. What's the motherfucking deal? Bro, it's a that's Derek Itchley. But yeah, man, that was the funny shit to me because I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm not tripping on the shit getting leaked. Like, was this solely for the purpose of a leak? Like, why? Why is this nigga in why is this guy in the uniform at all? Right? And again, I'm not hating on the man. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, just the whole environment just fucked it up for me, man. Just fucked it all up. Like, again, the other picture, cool. It's fucking it. That's how it should be released. That's how it should be dropped. Like that's what you want to see. This okay, cool. Yeah, this shit look fly. Like, but just some nigga standing in a dirty ass room with some old cholo socks on, right? Come on, bro. Like, again, if you gonna start with the like, I ain't gonna go there. We're gonna go down a whole nother. We're gonna hold down a whole nother rabbit hole. All right. So it's about that time. Make sure you get your votes in. We 5 votes short. I'm gonna let 5 more people vote so we can get 100 votes even. We already know what is going on. Looking like right now 76% saying drip. Y'all fucking with it. About 2/3. Well, 3/4 y'all. I'll say 2/3. Yeah, my math ain't mathing. So 3/4 of y'all are saying that you fucking with it. 24% saying drown, saying that you are not fucking with it. So that's what Brady Foster wants the motherfucking D. Okuda Matata wants the motherfucking Derek Sting. Bro, Derek No Stingley. That we need a name for that nigga, right? And also, it's a thing we're gonna do. I said I was gonna kind of save it because I already know motherfuckers be stealing sauce around this bitch. But after the draft, we're gonna do something real special. Like after day 3 of the draft. All right, after day 3 of the draft. And speaking of that, y'all start getting your calendars marked. Okay, because I know all the other times it's been on me. I ain't been marketing the shit, I wasn't there last year. But live and on demand, we will be having a draft watch party. So again, if you want to kick it with the round, make sure you schedule that off. I'm gonna let y'all know exactly. I got to tell it the round. I don't know if they want to still do it at the same spot. Been doing it or if it's gonna be somewhere different. I'm gonna let y'all know, but I'm gonna start reminding y'all on a daily basis. Because Sauce Nation, we fuck with y'all, man. It's really about y'all, the people. I care more about what the people think than other motherfuckers. I really don't give a shit about nothing but the people. Because there's no team without the people. There's no sauce without the people. There's no sauce without the fresh ingredients. So again, I do want to see to the Battle Red version, the one that D Texans dropped. I fuck with D Texans a long way. The motherfucker always put out some fire shit. Yeah, and I saw him do the switch up to the Battle Red colorway. I saw those. I don't know if that's official or not, but if it ain't, they need to make it official because them hoes was clean in the bits. And if you're not following D Texans, like y'all gotta understand, like as far as the Texans fan base probably had 2 of the greatest, I would say, artistic individuals. I don't know what happened to Visionary. I think he was doing something like, if you remember Visionary, drop a one in the chat. Visionary used to make the great. I wish Visionary was around right now for Texans content. Like right now, if Visionary would have been around for the D'Amico Ryans rookie seat, like that whole man, bro. Visionary, and it's almost like what Visionary used to do is the shit they do now when they kind of put out the little storyline videos. And I haven't watched any of those, honestly. But it almost reminds me of what Visionary used to do when because he used to tell a fucking story. You know what I'm saying? No, Joe, we still pulling up. But you come on, man. This Nikki Sis, baby. Nikki pulled a super rabbit out of hat. And regardless, if we got to go there and sit through the first round and just chop it up with Sauce Nation, that's what we doing, baby. See what you was gonna do anyway. Sit at the house and listen to your girlfriend. Nigga, who is that? When the Texans, what are you gonna be? You don't want to do that. Come hang out with your boys with the sauce, man. We gonna have a good old time. We gonna be in that motherfucker talking crazy, good and slizzard, and having a great time talking and enjoying the Texans. So you can bring your old lady with you, but she can't sit with. She got to sit at the table by herself. But my thing is like Visionary used to make the best stories, and D Texan does the best photoshops. So like I say, as Texans fans, y'all have to appreciate that shit. Y'all really gotta appreciate that shit. So if you're not fucking with D Texan, follow him on the gram, follow him on IG, follow him on Twitter. And again, I don't plug shit because he's cool with that. I don't even know that. I just fuck, like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like if I like your shit, I fuck with you. There ain't no weirdo shit. So fuck with D Texan if you ain't already. I've been hearing a lot of the T Higgins on the tape. All right, let's do this. 107 votes. We're gonna end the poll. It's drip. We with a passing grade, almost a B. We'll call it a B minus, C plus, somewhere up in there. I don't know how the letters work with the things. But let me get the phone line ready. Right? Yeah, Visionary, bro. Visionary was just like when he would drop the hot like that, it was something that you anticipated, whether it was good or bad or whatever. Like he told a story. And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I think he ended up, I think the last I've seen him, he was doing something for one of those Dallas football teams. Not American football, but like a soccer. Football, right? Oh, you did get suspended from IG. I figured, because it wouldn't let me send you any reels. And I'm like, they finally got Heidi. Texas Swarm 713, appreciate the super sauce and super chat love. Say H-Town till I drown already. And again, man, so let's do this. Give me a second. I'm going to put the number up. I want to know how y'all feel. I think I need to pay the phone bill after the stream. Look, I look play as fuck. What's the sauce number? Y'all remember the sauce number? I don't even remember the damn sauce number. I think that's it. All right, baby. tell y'all this. You call anonymous. I'm not going to answer your call. So there's that. Release. Go get you a text now number or something. No, it's free. You can call from a text now number. I ain't finna call your ass back, so you ain't got to worry about that shit. Give me just a second. And
what the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
It's from Free Love, man.
Wow, let's take some phone calls, y'all. Look, I halfway got, like, today is the first day in quite some time that I've actually had, like, shit that I've actually had shit halfway to go. Look, I actually got, look, wait, guys, I got to let me go get my headset. I actually got shit in order somewhat. My phone just wasn't charged. Otherwise, I was going to go live on the gram while we was doing this live today, too. So, Blickety, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the sauce line this evening? All right, hold on. I probably got it fucked up. Hold on. Let me make sure. All right, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening? How you doing, Roman? Doing very good. I'm doing very good. Life is good. I have no complaints. Sauce Nation is a wonderful people. Talking to my boy Roman on the phone. Talk to me, Roman, man. How you feeling about the new unis? Man, look, I'm just saying. I don't know that nigga. I hope he got paid. I hope he didn't got cashed a check already. Whatever he got, I don't know. But that's on me. No.
Out of the four, because I think if we get that H-Town blue, we get another blue, whatever we're gonna do, especially with the battle red. I saw what D-Texan put. That was pretty clean. We get that, I think that'll look better. I just don't know, how we're gonna do with the white. The white uniforms was always my least favorite anyway, so that's probably why I'm not the most excited. But I think they're all right. I'm liking them more than I'm disliking them. I'll say that, But
well, and first and foremost, I'm getting a little bit of echo. That might be on my end. In the chat, this Roman. So would it not be right to Roman? So I have to keep the tradition going. So yes, it was a little bit of the call was missed in the beginning, but y'all heard most of the call. And Heidi, you played yourself because I saw all the messages missing, so I knew something was up. So mind fury. All right, so my apologies for that, Mr. Roman. So you say you just kind of waiting to see. You kind of ride with it to see.
Yeah. Like I say, they in the middle. I'm leaning towards liking them, but I have to see. I'm gonna have to wait and see the full set to get my full opinion. But I'm rocking with them. They fine. But yeah. So we gotta see the full set.
And my second question is, how do you feel about Nick Caserio trading out of the first round at this point? Do you think good things are to come from that? What do you expect to happen with him making a move like that?
I think he's gonna make a big trade. I think we get a receiver, especially with the reports that we was in the Keenan Allen trade, but it just fell apart. I think he's trying to get another receiver. I think this definitely tells off the fact that it's so much receiver talent coming in this draft class. I think he'd rather somebody that's more experienced, maybe somebody that maybe he wants to get maybe a expiring contract that either he can extend or maybe can trade. I just think he wants a more secure body. You feel me? I think he already got the young play in Tank. He got the play, but also young play in Nico. I think he wants a veteran, and we all know Robert Woods ain't doing it. And so that's what I think. I think he wants a high-quality veteran that he can get. That's why I'm thinking he's trading back, because if he really just wanted a receiver, he could have just drafted one, because there was a lot of good receivers in this draft class. Not saying we still won't get a receiver in the second round. That's very possible. I don't think all the good receivers will be gone by the first round, but knowing Nick, he got some trade coming. And don't be shocked if we get somebody on defense either. We did miss up on that Armstrong, Armstrong trade, and don't be shocked if we even get another corner. But I definitely think he's gonna trade with receiver.
Okay. Roman, so there's somebody in the chat that you familiar with, especially from being a Den folk for so long. It says that your voice sounds suspect. How do you feel about that? And the person who said it was Professor Trill.
What my what sounds suspect?
So that your voice sounds suspect.
Man, tell Professor Trill to go either fucking get on a diet before that nigga start talking to me. That nigga always talking shit. You feel me? Nigga, at least I can see my toes in the morning, nigga. What he talking about? Shit. That nigga always talking shit, man.
Yeah. Get him. Roman. Get him.
Yeah. It's all love for Professor Trill, man. That nigga just a shit talker. We all got one in our family.
Really? Well, that's a bit. All right, well, Mr. Roman, I appreciate you calling in, share your thoughts, man, and getting the sauce line. What you got?
So I go, man, how the hell I've been here for, about 6, 7 years, and I ain't got a wrench. I'm irritated about that.
What? That's a good point. Matter of fact, let me see. Is DeMarcus still in here? What DeMarcus is? Let me take DeMarcus wrench. I'm gonna give it to give it to Roman. Let me see. I don't know. My shit ain't this. Let me see. It's gonna let me scroll that far back. Let me see. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find DeMarcus shit. There you go, right there. Let me take this nigga shit right now. Let's see. All right. Comment something in the chat room and I got you.
Okay. All right, man. Good talking to you, honcho, man.
Already, Roman. Good to hear from you, man.
All right, man.
All right. I know y'all probably like, that's some whole ass shit. What the fuck DeMarcus did? DeMarcus ain't do nothing. DeMarcus didn't do anything. But DeMarcus deserves the wrench to be oh my God. See, Trill. That's why Roman just had to get on your ass because you be talking shit. See, he trying to tell you. J Mail, appreciate the super sauce and super chat love. Say he was about to say eat a dick, but Trill drinks. Oh goodness. That's why y'all gotta be in the Soft Sports Discord because there's a lot of shit. Like, don't get me wrong. So I was like, y'all hip to a lot of, but it's like 47% of shit that's just on some inside sauce. Like it's not the same when you tell. You just kind of gotta be there to comprehend and understand. And it's not for everybody. People are like, why don't you just open up the Discord? It's not even about that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't like talking to everybody all the time. It's a lot of people in this conversation I don't want to talk to. So we got to find a way to gatekeep a little bit. But what's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the sauce line this evening. Ricky D, how are you feeling this evening, Mr. Ricky D?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about these jerseys, bro.
And my apologies. I Roman Ricky D just to begin of the call as well. So my apologies. But the jerseys, how do you feel about them, Mr. Because first, Mr. Ricky D, I was shouting you out earlier in the stream because I believe that I wouldn't say to blame, but I believe that you are the cause of our owner being the way that he is now, right? I believe that because it's been verified. People are listening, right? So I believe that Cal, the true player McNair, has
left, do it right, do it
was
left,
the inspiration,
do it right, do it.
Was the inspiration for the new Cal McNair. You see Cal kicking it with the people. You see Cal out there barbecuing. He with the traveling Texans. He leaked the jerseys. You see Cal, a whole different character than the guy we used to see at the Texas game, looking bored, falling asleep in the box, like the weird guy who everybody was saying was Tommy's boy and all that. Like, I give you credit for the new Cal McNair. Now, I just had to say that. But what's on your mind, Mr. Ricky?
I appreciate it. But I am going to say that. I mean, I just know that once he got the keys to the car, the true player came out in him. And that's why, That's why he's out there, and he's walking around, bro, and he's got his chick on his arm. He even lets her handle some business, bro. He's telling her, you the head bitch in charge. You the HBIC.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the jerseys, I like them. I like them. I'm going to tell you why I like them. And you can, and again, I don't live in Houston, not from Houston. Just enjoy the city and love the sports from Houston, right? So, I just feel like they have this plain. I don't want to say plain, but just this. It's not too flashy, but it's just bright enough to be flashy kind of look to them. One thing I do remember about all the homies in H-Town was that they always would wear the long white T-shirts, right? And it was just like they could wear that with like some dark blue jeans or something and still be looking fresh, And that's what I remember. So I think that kind of like just in that image, I think they did that. The one thing that I do like is it's the little modifications to me. I think we hated that big red collar that they had, and if you notice on the jerseys, it's a all solid white, like it's a white collar right there. So it just kind of gives you that simplicity. That's how when they say sometimes less is more, and I kind of feel like that's a little bit more. You're not getting all this red all over the place, although you're not getting all these multicolors, and it's not looking clownish, kind of. It's looking kind of like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it just has more of an old school, but in a newer environment type look to it. I don't know. That's what I like about it. That, yeah, you're right about D-Texan throwing out the red and white. I was like, oh my gosh, if we got that, that's just dope. Like that was just, I'm pretty sure he made somebody go, now why did I pay, Cal player McNair was over there like, why did I pay so-and-so this many millions of dollars to not come up with this? I like it, man.
Man, the people, I'm trying to tell you, look, Texans, the people got y'all back. All y'all got to do is listen to the people, and you'll solve they've solved most of their problems. They have started listening to the people. But any other fine details, it's different. Like I said, that color scheme that D-Tex put out, I'm not a jersey buying guy, right? I buy merch. I'm not a jersey buying guy. I would damn near probably buy one of those jerseys. But I got a question for you, Ricky D. Because I think of all cities, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other cities that may think they've had, nice and cool. I think Houston, and if you're in the chat and you disagree with me, prove me wrong. Y'all know this is a conversation, and when I'm asking the people on the line, I want to know from y'all in the chat. This is a participation grade. I want to hear from everybody but Heidi. I feel like Houston is the city that's had the best jerseys across sports in almost all time to me. And again, it could just be my own personal bias. I was not a fan of the Rockets pinstripes. I'm going to go out and say that. Pinstripes were supposed to. I'm just not a pinstripe guy, right? If it ain't no suit, I'm not a pinstripe guy. But I feel like from the Astros to the classic Rockets, and now the Texans have kind of shifted. Where do you feel like these jerseys belong in that conversation? Or is it too new to have that discussion yet?
It's going to depend on what they do with the alternative, some of the other jerseys, I think. Like this one is, I kind of feel like you, this is the away jersey. So I remember when the Oilers used to rock all white, for their away games. And then they had like the blue, the blue letters and stuff. But it was kind of like, okay, that's cool. But it wasn't the Columbia blue, like, that you would see on every weekend, right? So, they still had Columbia blue in the color, but it was just an all white jersey, and everything was white head to toe, and it was kind of fresh, but just wasn't the main thing. So I think it really depends on how that blue one's going to come out, I do agree with you that we've had the best jerseys because they're the most original. I mean, I remember for like forever, everybody would laugh at the Astros one, but only we liked that. And the Astros one would come out. If you're a Houston sports fan, you would just always look fresh and you would stand out. I remember going into the club, stuff like that, when I was performing and stuff. Like, I just remember me always wearing the Warren Moon jersey. The number, I mean, and that was the other thing too about that era too, was Warren Moon kind of stood alone, you know, because he was, I mean, for the longest time, dude, he was really one of the only, you know, black quarterbacks out at the time, you know, so he was, so for him to have that kind of represent that part and then have that number one on there, it stuck out, you know, and I'm here in Austin, right? So it's like cowboy country out here, right? So when I would show up at something like that, I was sitting there like sticking out big time. And you could see the haters just like they would hate on that jersey, bro, because they knew that jersey is fresh. And we look like a bunch of followers, right? So it was like, you know, when I had it on, it was like, you know, this is what separated me from everybody else. That's kind of how I've always felt with all of our jerseys. And then when I would rock the red and gold Rockets jacket, you know, back then everybody was wearing, well, of course, everybody was wearing Spurs here in Austin, but they were also wearing Chicago Bulls, you know, and I think that's the other thing too. Even our main sports figures, they're always the guy that once you bring up their name, then you turn around and you say, oh, no, that dude was bad. That dude was awesome. That dude was a good player. Oh, shit, I forgot about him. Because they never bring up Hakeem. I make the argument that if Hakeem was playing in today's league, Hakeem would be a bigger name than what he was, because back in '85 they weren't promoting the foreign player like they do now. You know, there wasn't a promotion for that. In fact, it was kind of like if you're the foreign player, that was kind of like nobody really cared for that jersey, you know. But now it's kind of more accepted, and it's become more of a worldwide type sport. So it's like, you know, they accept that, and I feel like Hakeem would have been way more marketable back in today's world. And then you know, just kind of like that. I just kind of feel like those are the things that, you know, everybody liked Jordan. I liked Hakeem. I've always been a Hakeem dude. I still won't rock any Jordans because I'm such an Hakeem fan. So, you know, it's kind of like that. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know where these go. I think it's just a test of time thing, you know, but what I do like is just knowing the fact that we're trying something different, man. Like it's just not the same old cookie cutter like we've always talked about on this program here, you know, on this stream. We've always talked about how our franchise always seems to be very cookie cutter, and it seems like they're willing to go outside the lines a little bit. And that's a great thing now. And we should celebrate that part about this jersey stuff, you know, just something different. And I kind of feel like this is the swing for all of the C.J. Stroud and Willie Andersons that are going to start on our team. This is now your franchise to operate and to make big now. This is your thing, you know. This is, I don't know, like I guess you could look at the old Astros jerseys and say, oh, Nolan Ryan, right? But then you look at the new Astros jerseys and you can say Jose Altuve. You know, like it's those kind of things. I feel like this is that opportunity for now CJ and all them to say, okay, now this is our franchise. I mean, we've already enjoyed Andre, we've already enjoyed JJ, we've already enjoyed all those things, but now this is the new way of the Texans, you know?
That's actually a fucking amazing point. Because this is kind of where it's at. And I think with Andre, you know, getting his Hall of Fame, and I think that seals out that era. You know, he finally with that seals out that era of the Texans. You have a jersey change, like you said, it's a pivoting point for the franchise and the organization. Now this is CJ's organization. I kind of agree with that. It's like a fresh start. You gotta, I mean, everything's almost new faces. I think Week still may be there somewhere. It's a new energy. It's a new culture. This is a new Texans team. And we kind of were saying it last year, and I think that's the last of the old that you're getting rid of is keeping those old jerseys. Now you moved on to a whole new look, a whole new style, a whole new. That's a real good point. So I would definitely agree with that. This is definitely a new era, and this signifies the new era. It's the new uniform of the new era of the Texans.
Yep. Oh, and to answer your other question about the trade,
Mhm.
the trade of the getting out of the first round,
Mhm.
there's two things that I want to kind of bring up with that,
Okay.
just real quick. Number one is, if you look back, because I was actually a fan of trading down, but I didn't expect out of the first round though.
Yeah.
But I started looking at it, and if you look at the teams under us, because I mean the majority of these players that probably are going are quarterbacks, offensive linemen, mainly offensive tackles, and defensive linemen. Right? There's a with some cornerbacks sprinkled in there, and then there's a good amount of wide receivers that are going to go off, right? So somebody's going to fall, right? And so I thought, okay, trade down. But if you look at the teams that are behind us, 24 to 32, none of them are going to want to trade up. They're not going to trade up. You know, Kansas City doesn't even need to trade up, right? They're Kansas City. You know, I feel like trading back is going to allow us to trade up again. That's something, because I kind of feel like all those teams would be more than happy to trade out and go into the second round. You know, and it's not a bad pick at 42. You're the 10th pick in the second round. So I kind of feel like there still might be an opportunity for us to jump back in. Because and the other thing is I'm just going to go based on the history of what I've seen Nicky Scissors do. He has already talked about whenever he does certain transactions with certain teams, he's already got a trade in place, because that happened with the Arizona Cardinal trade to go jump up to get Willie Anderson. They had already kind of had that in place. Hey, if this happens, you know, so there might be something going on where he's already got something, especially, you know, trading it off to Minnesota and everything. I feel like it's kind of like a step back to step up kind of thing. That's number one. Number two is DeMeco Ryans kind of gave me somewhat of a hint. This is why I kind of thought we were going to trade down. DeMeco Ryans, in one of the press conferences at the Combine, said that they would even interview. Even interviewed some of CJ's other teammates just to find out information about CJ, so that way they could know if is CJ telling us, you know, like we're loving what CJ's saying, but can his players back that up, right? So if you go and you look, you'll see that the Texans interviewed Troy Franklin, Bucky Irving, and Bo Nix at the Combine. Now, we have no reason to interview Bo Nix. There's no chance that we're going to draft Bo Nix, and if we do, I'm like, oh, that's crazy. All right, but there's no opportunity for that to happen, or no reason for us to do that. I feel that because of all the receivers, because it's like all the receivers are getting drafted at the top and at the bottom of the first round, right? So I feel like there's so many more receivers that are going to fall to us. I feel, though, that the Texans have been hot for Troy Franklin, the wide receiver from Oregon. And I think that's Bobby Slowick must have turned around and said, that's our guy. That's the one I really want. These others are good, but that's the one I really want. And they've evaluated, looked at it, and said, you know what, second round. The other thing is DeMeco likes the A&M linebacker, the edge guy. That guy's probably he's got a chance to go first round. There's a better chance for him to fall into second. So I'm feeling like they even kind of know, like, the guys that they really know that are going to be there at 23, but could also fall at and they could also fall into the second round. So anyhow, that's kind of why I think they made the move, man. I just really feel like that's why they made the move. They know their players. They got who they want. They know where they're going to be at, and there's a better chance for them to get them in the second round without having to, utilize the first round pick. All right, man, I'm going to let you go because I know people got to get going, man.
That's a bit what Ricky D. Well, I definitely appreciate you sharing your thoughts, giving us a little bit of brief history about the jerseys, and man, that's actually a good take that they may find talent, better value talent, what they want in the second round, and may not necessarily need that first round pick. So we definitely gonna find out real soon. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
You got it, man. Have a
All
good one.
Shout out to Ricky D, man.
Later.
All right. Always good to hear from Mr. Ricky D spilling some sauce with us. You know, the inspiration for the Texans owners now, the real Cal, the true player McNair. Shout out to Big Steve, shout out to Derek, shout out to 335. Peace. Let me see if I missed you. What's up, Yayo? What's up, Foster? Let me see again if I missed you. I promise I ain't dish you. But that's a very, very good point that Ricky D brought up. An extremely good point. This is the transitioning. This is CJ's era, right? Do we have new jerseys? Are we this excited if we have some? If CJ was a bum or was a bust? Are we? I mean, you don't think they had ideas about maybe thinking, oh, you got Davis. You know, this ain't a Davis Mills transition jersey. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the sauce line this evening.
Yo, you know who this is? Big Mitch, homie.
No, what's up, Big Mitch? What's going down, man? How you feeling this evening, sir?
Oh, man, I'm just sitting here listening to some sauce, playing some Resident Evil 4.
Okay. Man, you know, I don't think I got 4. I don't think I have 4. I got 2 or 3. I need to get 4. Okay. All right. Okay. So,
It's good.
So how are you feeling about first let's start with the Texans jersey situation. How are you feeling about the jersey? Not this guy. We'll put the other jerseys back.
I like them, but okay. One thing I'm glad we didn't change the logo because that way I don't have to go buy all new shit for the most part. So I was wondering if I was worried they were going to change the bull logo, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they didn't. But as far as what I've seen so far, the white, I'm 50-50, man. I love the font. I do love the font, and I love the sleeves. But I don't know. I ain't never really been a big fan of the white jerseys to start with.
Yeah.
So like, I'm still not a big fan of the white jerseys, and that's just kind of how I feel. Like I just don't like white jerseys, especially when they wear white with white pants and shit. I hated it. You know.
What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
And I hope we get the red helmet back. And I do hope we wear maybe a white helmet with the H-Town Blue jerseys. I'm hoping maybe. Remember when they originated in 2002, the original design was on a white helmet. I don't know if everybody else remembers that. You probably do, but they came out, it was going to be a white helmet. Do you remember that?
I've engaged in a lot of nefarious activities since that time. I can't quite recall.
Well,
I'm gonna take your word.
Well, yeah, ain't we all? But yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Called life, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Keeping it real, but yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the white. I like the pants though. From what I can see of the pants, I like the new pants design. I'm just not a fan of the white jersey itself, or white jerseys in general.
Yeah.
So about
50-50. So you kind of wait to see what the other color schemes come like.
You got to have a white away jersey, But I'm waiting to see what the other ones look like. I'm sure they'll be banging. I can't wait for the battle red. I love the battle red. So yeah.
Well, that's what I say. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I may have sold myself on it. But I'm not mad. I want something fresh. I want a new look Texas. This is a new Texan. I'm kind of with you. I'm glad they didn't change the logo. I've never had a real issue with the logo. But I saw something that, again, I have to go back and read it. It was halfway in the middle of the night when I saw it. But they were talking about possibly changing the color. So it might not be necessarily a Liberty blue, but the blue that they were showing looked a little bit more purple. I don't know how official that is. Again, I have to double back and check that. But to me, as long as they're keeping the logo as is, yeah.
AKA Kroger blue.
Yeah,
they call it Kroger blue.
Yeah, they got all kind of crazy stuff going on with these color schemes.
What made you think Cal, leaked it? Because he didn't want Deron Stangley out leaking his shit. So he's like, I'm about to put an end to this.
Yeah, maybe that's what they were saying. They were saying from I guess on the Texans community on Reddit is where it came from. They were saying Cal. I mean, maybe somebody under the name Cal McNair leaked it.
It was. I saw it.
But like I said, I don't know specifically because I'm not necessarily a Redditor like that.
That must be one of them offbeat jerseys we all ordered from China and claim they real.
Yeah, I was wondering, like I say, but when I saw the first one, when I see nobody sitting in the little, look like he's sitting in the alleyway, like somebody put a gun up to you, gonna put this goddamn jersey on, you gonna wear it, you gonna like it. But no, they look like they put him up to it. And then when I saw this one come out shortly after, because I guess people were like, oh, this can't be the real thing. And then you saw this one come out shortly after. I guess he figured, shit, somebody leaked it out, somebody put something out similar. We might as well, we might as well go ahead and and kind of put out, at least give them a taste of it. Why not? Because again, if you're not showing all of them, people still want us. They're still clamoring to see the other one. So, I wouldn't be surprised.
They still, want to see what the other jerseys look like. When do you think we'll get to see them early, or do you think they're gonna make us wait on them?
I think
that's.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up waiting because I think the post said something about seeing the rest in April or something like that, something of that nature. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a situation where we're talking about around the draft or whatever that may be. So I think we're gonna wait. I think they can give us a little bit, but make us wait.
Yeah, man, I noticed that too because I noticed that I'm guessing that's why Cal dropped the weak shit early because either the white ones probably didn't look the freshest.
Is it April 23rd, April 24th? That's what they're saying. All right. Shout out to KVZY. What's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, man. So I mean, shit, we got about just a little over a month, huh? Some change. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe another one, maybe not all. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if maybe another one leaks maybe halfway between then, or to keep that anticipation going because, especially if they don't move up in the draft, we don't hear any news like that. I do expect to hear another decent name free agent before it's all said and done. But just to keep that Texans talk in the conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, if it wouldn't, if something else did get dropped. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think so too. What color would you like to see leaked next, though?
I want to see what the home unit's gonna look like. I want to see, when I pull up to the stadium, what they're gonna be rocking.
See if we are in the deep steel blue.
Yeah, I want to know if it's still deep steel, if it's going to be the new also. Because I saw they said, you got your home, your away, your classic, and I guess your alternate or however you call it, something like that. So it's supposed to be 4 of them. Again, I'm assuming the classic is going to be the ones like we've been rocking. So I'm really interested to see what what that H-Town, that special blue one's supposed to look like. But the home unity too is I think what I'm most interested in because they're gonna wear that one. Hope will say about the most.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Well, hey man, thanks for the support on the weight loss, man. I'm building my muscles too, homie, man. I was real proud of myself Sunday, man.
Absolutely. Hey, that's good. That's something to be proud of. Like I say, it got me motivated. Look, I've been telling myself I need to get me a little program together. I've been slacking half-assed. So look, I gotta catch up. So
I'll be honest. I got 3 motivations. This is what's keeping me going. One, I made a promise to my dad before he passed of prostate cancer. He wanted me to get help, so I promised him. And I got a little depressed when he died, and it took me a year to get out of my depression of missing my father because he's the greatest man I ever know. Number 2 is my wife because she keeps pushing me, and she's my earthly inspiration for doing this, and she loves me dearly. And my 3rd one is myself. I feel better. I just overall I just feel better. I'm working better, and just that's my 3 motivations.
That's a hell of a trifecta, man. Again, sorry to hear about your pops, but to know that you instill that in you to want to do that, that's a powerful thing.
Biggest damn Green Bay Packer fan I know.
And it is always great to have a woman behind you that want to motivate you too. So that's a great thing too. You got
I can't give my wife shout out on here enough. I took her to her. She went to her first Texans game this year, and
we went to
that Texans Panther game. So she enjoyed it. I think she liked the food more than she did anything.
Yeah, it'd be like that. They definitely got a way of tempting you in them stadiums.
Oh yeah, But I won't keep you on here long, man. I got to get up at 2:00 in the morning. You know my early work ass schedule. So.
We'll get this rest this evening, Mr. Mitch.
Get on here and spill some thoughts about these uniforms.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. Like I say, get you some rest, Mr. Mitch, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you soon. And tell Mrs. Bennett, Sauce Nation said what's up as well. Yes, sir. Love you too, Mr. Mitch.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Go Texans, baby. Let's go.
Already. Shout out to Mitch. Appreciate you calling.
You have a blessed night, sir.
You too.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Shout out to Big Mitch from North Carolina, man. Congratulations. Making big progress on your journey. Like I said, I need to give me some motivation. I got one motivation, and it's in the wrong direction. It's food. It's delicious. I love it. It's so tasty. But it's, it's like I need to lose I can lose a solid 20. I really could lose a solid 45. Right? But again, it's having a little weight on you is always good. It's a phrase. What do they call them? They call them not the dead weight. Something about dudes under 200 pounds. There's a nickname for them, and it's funny. Real curious. How much does everybody weigh in here? Drop your weight in the chat if you're afraid. What's the motherfucking deal? Who got called into the sauce line this evening?
What's up, honcho?
What's good? Who talk to today?
This is Braden Foster. First, before we get into talking about the jerseys and everything, I just want to say this is my first time calling in. I've been watching you since I was in middle school, little ass kid, and now I'm in my freshman year of college, still watching you.
Congratulations, man! I appreciate that, cool. Right? That's what's up. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I want to say I think at first I was worried about these unis. We had Deron Stankley, wearing it, and I was a little worried about it. But then I saw Tank and Nico in them. They look good. One thing I'm excited about is I'm sure we've all seen it where they, the leaks came out about the color scheme, the different uniforms. And the fact that I think, what did it say? Something about the home and away aren't going to be what's the word? Same colors but flipped. Something like that. I saw something like that they're not going to be, it's not going to be these are the whites and then there's going to be blues like we currently have. Something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I didn't see this. So I'm going to have to check that out. No, I didn't catch that point. Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
But, my only thing is it sucks for getting these new nice uniforms, and especially the tough. I can't wait for the tough ones. That blue on black, that's going to look good.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be able to get them because I got to – what's up?
No, so you said those going to be live. Oh, you said you're not going to be able to get them. Why not?
Yeah, seriously. I'm not going to be able to get them because I got a bad history of every jersey I have ever gotten of any athlete in any sport in my life. It has gone terribly wrong for their career after I got their jersey. I'm gonna go through a little rundown for you of my bad juju that I put on these players when I get their jersey.
All right, what you got?
So you got the first jersey I ever got, Brian Cushing, and you might think, oh, he had a good career. Well, there was the roid shit that happened with him. All right, so there was that. He got caught. That's my fault. I'll take that. Then I got a Kawhi Leonard. I'm a Spurs fan. I got a Kawhi Leonard and a Tony Parker jersey the year that they got into it, and then Tony retired and Kawhi left. So there was that. Then I got a Lance McCullers jersey, and the year I got his jersey, bro, has he pitched since then?
Man,
and then I got a Josh Primo jersey of the Spurs, and that guy decided he was going to show his little friend downstairs to a staff member of the Spurs. So, Honcho, I can't be getting jerseys no more.
Yeah. We gonna hold off on the jersey. We can get you a custom. You know what I'm saying? Get you a custom, throw your name on it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be dangerous too.
I'd say that I get like retired players jerseys, but I don't want their like grandkids to have trouble because of me. So I don't even want to put my last name on a jersey because I'm last name Foster. I don't want to do Arian dirty. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be careful on that.
They say get you a Jags jersey, get you a Mahomes jersey. Shit. Yeah, definitely. Don't want to put no more juju on the text. Like this is what you got. You just got to get some merch. Just do like I do because I'm not a super big jersey person. Like just get merch, no names on it, no, just represent the team. The teams are still there. You get jerseys from the team. The teams haven't left, so that's still a good sign. It's just a player issue. It seems what it looks like. So.
Oh yeah.
Get a Watson jersey. Oh, babe. Okay. So ultimately, too. So we talking about another little thing that kind of happened. How do you feel about the Texans trading back from their first round pick? Do you think that was a smart move? Do you think the Texans have intentions, or does that concern you at all? Did that right?
I didn't love it at the same time, like and I think when I saw,
No, pause. This is cutting out a little bit on mine. Let me see if it's kind of hard to hear. I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on. It's cutting out like crazy. I didn't hear anything you may have said after me asking you about your thoughts on the trade. Not sure if you're still there, Mr. Foster, if you can hear me.
Let me get outside.
Wow, look, the jersey legacy might be true. The call going bad. We talking about getting his own jersey. We better not. Oh, you still there, Mr. Foster?
I promise, I'm a very positive person.
I'm hearing.
I bring nothing but good.
It's cutting in and out. I'm hearing little bits and parts of what you're saying.
Oh,
it's cutting out, man. Yeah, my apologies, Mr. Brayton. I can't hear. If you want to call back and how to finish that thought, that'll be cool. We still got about 13 minutes before we wrap it up. But my apologies, I have to hang up on you because I can't hear you. But shout out to Mr. Foster for his first call. Look, Mr. Foster might be the new Roman. Remember when Roman used to call way back in the day? And everybody used to talk shit about the calls. Look, Mr. Foster might be the new Roman. But you gonna get a Sauce Nation jersey? Shit, that'll be bad. We still trying to figure out who this nigga is. Dollar Tree Stungley. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mr. Brayton. Yeah, we just gonna make sure. Look, we're gonna start a sauce fund. We're gonna send Brayton like all the opposing quarterbacks' jerseys in the division. We're gonna send them all back. Let me get that link. Like I told you, Spitz will be going live here at 8:30. I think I'm gonna be calling back. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the sauce line this evening.
What's the motherfucking deal? Goddamn, honcho.
What's going down? Hold on. Who this is?
Man, look, hey, I'm glad I caught you. This my first time calling.
Okay.
I don't live in the H no more, but I grew up out there.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I sense the sarcasm in your voice when you mention the slums. Let me tell you, some real niggas out there.
What you talking about? I fuck with the slum. Look, you got to
talk about the killings in Katy and all that shit. Man, come on,
man. I used to live in Katy. I fuck with the slum. Huh?
Yeah, it's some weird niggas out there.
Yeah,
there's some real niggas out there though.
Yeah, real niggas everywhere.
I just thought I'd address that first, but I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I grew up out there, man. We struggled out there, but I ain't gonna really get into that.
Yeah.
My family didn't originate from there, but my auntie,
My auntie stay in Acres Homes, 44.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I got family on the south out there with them outlaw 20 niggas at. You know, we ain't gonna talk too much about that. And yeah, man. About them jerseys, you ain't gonna please everybody.
Yeah.
Them boys talking about Atlanta Falcons. I don't see nothing about what they look like as far as the Atlanta Falcons. The numbers on the Atlanta Falcons look ugly as fuck. You might can say Cardinals, but not Atlanta Falcons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I like them. I just think this shit's supposed to be about something fun. You know what I mean? It's about moving in a different direction, keeping progressing. We got a new fun team. To me, this is the most balanced roster we done ever had, and we steady getting better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I can rock with that. Because that's what I feel like the other call said. This is like a transition. This is a new Texas team. This ain't the Texas a lot of us grew up with. You know, they kind of turned the corner. So like I said, you ain't gonna please everybody because there's gonna be some people that always want to say try and true to the old thing. Some people always gonna want to do something different. So I'm rocking with that.
Right.
So were you surprised at this look? I mean, if you would have done something different, what would it have been if you were to have a say so on a change in the jersey? What would you have done differently?
Man, them goddamn Texans edits look hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, they like to lean towards the blue. Me, I feel like they should embrace that red more. They have been, but just this last jersey release showed me that they still trying to hold on to that blue. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? But that red hard, bro. That red is like new, flashy, you know what I mean? We here type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We done took a lot of L's in that blue. We done took some L's in that red, but we ain't really wore that red enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so but hopefully we ain't taking two more in this new colorway, whatever. Do you think the new blue is gonna be the same? Or you think it's gonna be a variation of the Oilers blue? Or what do you think is gonna come out looking like with that H-Town blue?
I heard you talking about that blue got a little bit of that purple in it. I ain't seen it. I'm kind of trying to see what you done seen. Like, trying to hear what you done seen.
Yeah. Like I say, well, what I saw, though, it wasn't on like a jersey thing. It was like some shit they had with the logo, and they were saying it's supposed to be a. They said, I don't know if they was calling it press conference blue or if it was just the error or what it could have been. But I'm gonna try to pull that thing, and if I can find it while we're still on the stream, I'll show y'all what I was talking about. But if it does, I'm not too opposed to that. I mean, if they do it right, I'm not gonna complain about that either. But
yeah, man, hey, y'all boy, you and Spitz is like two of the hardest, like, on YouTube, just period, man. Y'all really done inspired me. See, I'm in the oil field, man. I'm in a hotel right now. But if I had that kind of time and shit and I was home like that, I'd try to look towards doing a podcast. I've been wanting to for years, but I stay gone, bro.
Yeah, I
So
encourage
it ain't no
everybody.
point.
Man, look.
Half the places I go, yeah, like it's like half the places I go, I don't get good service, man. But I've been listening to y'all for some years, and you and Spit, his stuttering ass, y'all cold though. Y'all cold. I just wish y'all be more consistent, like.
Yeah, that be on me though. I ain't even gonna look. Like I say, if y'all know, y'all know. And if you don't, well, I talk. All I'm gonna say, players fuck up. But
yeah,
and then some of it's been life, having to deal with certain things, But yeah, that's the goal though, to get more consistent. But like I said, definitely take this thing to the next level.
I can't complain because shit, I be gone half the time anyway, really. So I can't say nothing about it. I be gone more than you be missing shows. You be streaming, I be still out of town, goddamn. But it's inspirational. I like to see it, man. I like to see what I can get going. But I don't want to do it now because it's like people gonna be like, yeah, this nigga coming around because the team good. But it's like, nigga, when the team was bad, I had a lot of shit to say.
Yeah, I mean, but shit, it's just you do it when you do it though. I mean, ain't no perfect time. It don't even matter. Like I say, because when the team was bad, it was a lot of motherfuckers wasn't even watching the content. There was a lot of people who wasn't doing nothing even remotely close, And so, and then when things got great, a lot of people got real popular with it. So I mean, yeah, don't even trip on that.
Yeah, man, I was clinging to that shit, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You hear me? Shit, I'm, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see what's the new move. Like, but we don't got a lot of visionaries though in our fan base, man. We got a lot of people who like to do a lot of complaining. We ain't got a lot of people that really understand like what's going on, what moves Caserio making. Like, bro, this motherfucker coming here, bro, he do some shit I ain't never seen in my life. This motherfucker coming here, he cut everybody he could and signed like 70 motherfucking players in one off season and built a whole different roster and just kept tweaking off of that, bro. You gotta get it, man, his credit. This shit has been phenomenal, bro. He doing good. It look good now, but I thought he was doing damn good the first year. And I thought he was doing even better the second year.
What little he had to start off with,
like, man, come on, bro. This man coming here and do some shit I ain't never seen. He a football genius, bro. He really, to me, if you ask me, when it's all said and done, he going to be the best thing to ever happen to Houston, Texas football. Like, Houston, Texans football. He going to be the best thing ever, bro.
Not look, I don't think I can disagree too much with you. Like, if he keep on the trajectory that he's on now and it stays consistent, the Texans are a contender. Because right now, you got people talking Texans are contenders. You got people right now talking about they don't want to play the Texans, especially the way with this defense right now. And I still feel like it's going to be a weapon or two coming for CJ. You got people right now saying they don't want nothing to do with the Texans. Like, so, and so if you keep the Texans on this level of contention conversation throughout your career, man, yeah, he might just be that. I feel like he's already done some stuff. We have to see it play out on the field, but I feel like he's already done some stuff that have not been done yet in a Texas uniform. So I'm very eager to see how it all plays out. When they ain't rushing it though.
I don't know about you, but it's like a lot of these motherfuckers. You see them, they make all this money to focus on one thing, like football, and they do the dumbest shit ever. Nick Caserio, he be like 5 steps ahead of us every fucking time and never fails. He always got something holding up in the clutch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He always say the goddamn day. People still don't trust his decision making. I trust the motherfuckers 100%.
It's what it is, and I know it was a thing with me early on, but I said I'm not gonna let a thing like that make my decision on a man. Was the Patriot ties. But we haven't got that Patriot way from him. We've actually gotten further away from acting like the Patriots organization, in my opinion, overall as a franchise, than we have gotten closer to acting like since he's come here. So I know that was a hold off for a lot of people, but I mean, at this point, what can you complain about that the man has done? It's nothing that you can really be upset with. Maybe he didn't retain a guy or two, but then you go look at one of them 2 guys that he didn't retain, you would say, man, shit, hell no, I wouldn't pay him that kind of money to stay on the Texans. So shit. I got no complaints with Nick whatsoever at all.
See, I don't see what he did wrong though, because you got to understand the situation. We see the face value, we see the shit in the front, like on the media. We don't see what go on behind the scenes. Like, yeah, he done brought in some players for like late round draft picks, and then end up cutting them, releasing them, and we end up losing them late round picks. But you don't see like the locker room presence they got, like. They probably didn't want to be here when they got here. They probably realized, hey, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to try to put together a resume, and then that shit didn't work out like they thought because they couldn't hit the field like they wanted to, and they decided they didn't want to be here. And Nick kept it player. He, kept it cool, calm, and collected, and he just went a different route. And people complaining about him for that, but it's like it's a lot of shit we don't see. I respect the decisions he make. I feel like Malik Collins was overpaid. He really wasn't that dominant like in the run to me.
Hey, Big Dog, I'm gonna hate to cut you short real quick because we got to get ready to go live with Spitz. But one thing, tell me your name. I didn't catch your name in the beginning, Big Dog.
This Person Mac, man.
Person Mac. Okay. Person Mac. Yeah, I've been seeing your name for me now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that you say the name, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know you've been rocking with the Sauce for a hot minute. Okay. Shout out to Percy Mac. Yeah. But that's a wrap. But we finna get live because Spitz finna go live, so we finna get ready to wrap it up. But I definitely appreciate you calling in. We got to chop it up soon. So it's the first time. Man, yeah, you've been around for a minute. We definitely got to chop it up some more, man.
Hey, man, shout out Sauce Sports, shout out Spitz, man. Y'all go and do your thing, man. I'm finna listen.
All right, shout out to Percy Mac, man. Appreciate you calling in.
Bet that.
Already. Yeah, man, I be loving that, man. Y'all don't understand, We had 2 calls today that definitely with 3 all the calls, but let me not take it away. One, Roman been rocking with the sauce for a long motherfucker. Roman been rocking with the sauce in the den. We're gonna be live in the den tonight at 9 p.m. We're talking about the situation that happened in Houston with the little girl that got hit by the Uber driver. Well, the family beat the Uber driver up, but it was, in my opinion, it was not the Uber driver's fault. It was the family's fault. We're gonna talk about why and what happened with that. Spit's gonna be going live at 8:30. I just dropped the link in the chat. I'm gonna pin that, so when y'all slide out of the sauce, make sure y'all slide straight to Spit's live. Let me pin that for the pin message. J Mel, you said you want a quick one. I got you on a quick one. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the sauce line this evening.
It's Mystic Mel.
Mystic Mel, talk to me. How you feeling about the last caller? You say you may know him, and how you feeling about the jerseys? Then we'll get ready to slide the Spit straight.
Yeah, shout out to Percy. I might know that nigga, man. And shout out to Braden for their first time calling, long time listening. Y'all the freshest ingredients. Shout out to everybody in the sauce. I like the jerseys, man. Like everybody keeps saying, those edits with the red is fire. Hopefully we can get those. But this is why niggas can't have nice things, huh?
Why we can't have nice shit?
Because all we do is complain when we get shit.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Can't ever be happy. Can't ever be satisfied. There.
Yeah, Percy made a great point, man. Like, it's something about this fan base, man. And it's not something about it. We've been in fan base purgatory for the past few years. And our history before that wasn't the greatest. We had some moments here and there, but we become pessimistic as a fan base. And it's time, we got to let that shit go, man, and embrace this new culture, embrace this new era, bro. Because we're not the same Texans no more.
Yeah. Hold on. He say, are we taking college Spitz? Now, we're finna, in a second, Spitz is going to be going live. So we just going to slide over to Spitz live over there. So after this call, Zero Touch Giving. But yeah, you're right. We are pessimistic. We are overall. And I remember when motherfuckers used to call the sauce was like, oh, that's the hater show. That's the negativity show. And only in that time were we upset because it was an upsetting situation because you could see
at that time
happen.
Y'all had every reason to be.
Yeah. And then it's like, but now, shit, we some of the happiest motherfuckers in the world. You know, and you still got people angry and upset and frustrated. I don't like this and all and it's like we'll bring back that old joke. You know the joke about the woman that went to the husband store.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna truncate it. Every floor, the men got better and better and better until it got to a certain floor where there were no more men because the broad couldn't be satisfied. Like everything you could want a motherfucker was on like floor 6. And she was like, well, let me see what's on floor 7. It's gonna be something better. And it ain't nothing better. Like when you look at what the Texans have, I mean, and just especially right now as this roster's designed, and look at it from head to toe, look at it from front office, look at your head coach, look at your quarterback, look at your play call. Like you're damn near, you can go neck to neck with almost anybody in the league. Or if they are better, it's not that much. So just the overall what you have in this team, you should be super fucking excited. Like short of winning the Super Bowl, and again, we the preseason Super Bowl winners, all that great shit. But like short of that, like you should be more excited now as a fan base than you've ever been in your life. And there's still people looking for shit to complain about. Like I don't understand. No, I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, man. We gotta let that shit go, man. I ain't gonna keep you long because I know Spit's about to go live. I just wanted to call in and say shout out to everybody. And I want to tell you, bro, like, take the night as a sign, bro. Like, people ride with you, bro. You know, everybody support the sauce. We know motherfuckers is listening, trying to steal the sauce. Do, bro. It's that time.
Yeah. All right, that's safety position. You got that right there. Safety. We're gonna get to the y'all think Nick ain't you think Nick ain't got an eye on the safety position? He could. But shout out to J Mel. I appreciate that. And yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. We definitely gonna be tightening this shit up. And it's pretty much sauce. But I almost gave away some free sauce earlier. They definitely would have took that shit and They done ran with.
One thing I want to say real quick. Hey,
Mm.
y'all come out. We gonna figure out what we doing for the draft party. But my birthday is that Saturday night, so we turning up. No matter we got a first round pick, whatever the fuck. Turn up.
Oh, it's going down then. Oh, absolutely. Oh shit.
You know how I get down, bro.
Yeah.
The most interesting man in the world. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna need an Uber and a Lyft, and they're gonna need a Lyft to get to the Uber and an Uber to make it back home. That's it's gonna be one of them nights. Already. Shout out to J Bill, man.
That's a bad, bro.
That's it. Man. Sauce Nation, y'all already know I fuck with y'all, man. Hey, you want to support the channel? Make sure you're following all the proper social medias. Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram and Twitter. I try to let y'all know when we're going live. Sometimes I know YouTube don't give all the notifications. Make sure you follow on Instagram, because I'm going to start doing some lives on Instagram as well. Make sure you follow on X, Sauce Sports HTX. You want to support, it's Honcho ENT at PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. That stands for Honcho Enterprises. We got to keep it business. Look, 2024, we keeping it all business, baby. We making all this shit certified and official. Sauce Sports, you want to join the Discord, patreon.com/Sauce Sports. It's 24-hour Sauce Sports, always in the voice chat, always in the conversation. It goes down. Follow on Facebook, and of course, saucesports.com, or go to Sauce Sports on YouTube. We are going to, it's going to be a draft party this year. We're going to get all the details together. I'm going to try to find that out maybe tonight, tomorrow night, make sure we all on the same page with that. But we definitely going to show up and pull up. So, with that being said, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. We're going to Spitz channel right now. Hit the link. You ain't got no excuse. Slide into the live right now. And again, we will be in the Den at 9 p.m. If you want to be a part of that, go to thedenshow.com, subscribe. We take calls. We talk about everything but sports. But that's a conversation everybody might not be able to handle. Den, if you weak of heart, you can't hold your 10, don't go in the Den, because somebody going to fuck around and eat you alive in that motherfucker. So, that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, but most of all, y'all stay saucy. Head over to Spitz Live right now. I'm in this thing. I'm already in it. If you ain't in it, then you tripping already. I got them. I'm good.
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time?
Shut your bitch ass up. Loud ass advertisement. All right.